This episode of ConnectingTheArt.tv on GabLocal.tv is brought to you by The Break Room, a Metro eatery in downtown Topeka.
Chris Schultz here with ConnectingTheArt.tv and GabLocal.tv. We're in the Break Room studio in downtown Topeka, and we've got Marie Plinsky here with us from the Topeka Art Guild, and there is a wonderful thing to be celebrating here. 100 years is the big celebration, as well as the nomination for the all-new Legacy Arts Award from Arts Connect. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. The Guild members were thrilled beyond words when we heard that we got that.
Yeah.
First time ever.
So let's start off. Give me the elevator speech about the Art Guild of Topeka.
Well, obviously it started in 1916. At one point they were up to 200 members. But that's when we didn't have many televisions or any televisions, and the only thing you could do was go to an occasional music festival or a music show downtown, and otherwise you played cards with your friends and games. And the Topeka Art Guild appeared, and they started having teas. One year they had 36 teas with an art exhibit and all of those, and so it was the hot place to be.
Yeah? Okay, so 100 years, there's a big thing here. I want to talk a little bit about the path, the history. Tell us about the Art Guild there.
Okay, originally it was just a guild. There was not a gallery associated with it. At one point they had space above where currently is Porterfield's Flowers.
Okay.
They owned a house at West and Fairlawn. And for 45 long years, they were on the third floor at Topeka High. And they had a gallery there, and they had traveling exhibits that would come from New York and be placed there for a week or 2 weeks, whatever it was, and then it was shipped on to Boston or wherever it went from that. So it was a big deal.
Well, how can people this year help you celebrate 100 years?
Well, they can come and look at our beautiful artwork. We think we have the best artist in Topeka, of course.
Of course.
We do have a lovely gallery. It's in Fairlawn Plaza Mall, and we're open 4 days a week, and we love people to come through and browse, and I always say you might fall in love, so come in and look. Absolutely.
Okay, now we also like to talk a little bit with the people who represent these organizations. Marie, today is your lucky day. We want to find out a little bit about you and your involvement here. So how'd you get involved with Topeka Art Guild? When
I was 50, I started taking watercolor classes, and
so last year then?
Yeah, last week.
Okay.
Last week, exactly. I've progressed quickly. So that was my first dabble in the true arts, and I took several classes and some workshops, and then I discovered acrylics, and that's become my true love at this time. And I've gone to several workshops we've had at the Art Guild Gallery, and I've gone to one in Wichita recently, and I just can paint all day and never look at the clock.
Who would you say the one person is who's influenced you the most?
Ooh. Well, I suppose my first teacher, I have to give credit, Johanna Hanks. I took watercolor lessons from her for 2 or 3 years, and that's where I started. So thank you, Johanna.
Oh, okay, so let's go back to the childhood here. What was the 8-year-old version of you doing to pass your time?
We lived in the country. There was nobody else in the whole section. So you either played with your siblings or played in the dirt or rode the horse. That was kind of my childhood. There was not a lot of extra fun.
All right. What's your opinion on the state of Topeka's art scene?
It is growing so fast right now. There's so many new places to visit, so many galleries. First Friday could take 3 days, I think, if you went to all of them. They're just all over town, all edges of town. So I think that's really fun to see.
Excellent. And what do you have to say to the people who nominated the Topeka Arts Guild?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's about all I can say. It's so exciting. I can't believe it that the first time they ever did a Legacy Award and we got it. And I guess 100 years was worth it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for sticking with it, you know,
yes.
to everybody at the Art Guild who has been a part of it throughout those years. I mean, this is a big thing to be celebrating here for our community and for everyone involved, really. It's very something to be celebrated.
Wonderful event.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what do you want to say to all the other folks who've been nominated at the awards, for their participation here in the Topeka art scene, and what it's like to be a part of that group?
I think it's wonderful. The more artists there are, the more you'll see and get different ideas and expand your own knowledge. I think it's important to look at any kind of art you can see all over town, grow from that, and we have a lot to look at, so here we are.
So Marie, where do you think, or where would you like to see Topeka's art scene 5 years from now?
Much bigger, in more locations. Maybe expand the first Friday to the final Friday or the second Saturday, so people don't have to do just one night, because there's over 60 places.
It's impossible to make it
no,
in the time.
so I think we need to split up and make more days and special times for people to enjoy art.
Absolutely. Well, sir, is there anything I didn't ask you that you think I maybe should have?
Well, the one thing we have coming up that we're so excited about is the Topeka-Shawnee County Public Library. Many years ago, we gave them many pieces of art that we decided we could not store safely. And so they've put it in their basement, and periodically they bring it up. And this next Sunday from 2 to 4, there will be a high tea at the library, and they will bring many pieces up that our founders painted. And our winner of the spring show will also have one piece on display. So most of it will be older things and one brand new off the quilting board or whatever she quilts it on. So we're excited about that. So we're all looking for hats and gloves so we can appear proper at the tea.
All right. Very nice. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great time. And again, I want to congratulate you guys on the nomination and the Legacy Award here. It really is something we all should be proud of and celebrate together. So good for that. But I can't let you leave until we do the notorious lightning round here. That's where we put 60 seconds on our big fake clock over here, and I ask you some silly personality questions, and you give me what pops to your mind first, all right?
This could be ugly.
All right, now we have you're going to have to get back on the treadmill to put the clock back on. He has to run that in a hamster wheel over there. Okay, the clock is fixed. Okay, good. And we're ready. In your opinion, what was the greatest movie ever made?
Maybe one I enjoyed a lot was Sundance Kid. That was pretty silly, but that was a cool thing when I was much younger.
Okay, which big-name celebrity do you idolize the most?
I would love to meet Michelle Obama.
All right. If you had one superpower, what would it be?
To fly anywhere. Check out all the art around the world.
All right. Do you have any tattoos?
No.
All right. If you could take one personal item with you on a trip to Mars, what would it be?
My paints and my brushes.
All right. That would work. You don't need a battery charger for that. A lot of people say like iPads or any of that stuff. You're good to go.
I'm good.
There you go.
A little water, I'm ready.
Who are the top 3 people who make you laugh the most?
Probably my husband and my son and my grandson.
All right. What's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Portobello mushroom.
How about your favorite kind of music?
The 60s.
All right.
Stuck.
Good stuff. And if you were a flavor of ice cream, which flavor would you be?
Chocolate chip.
Why's that?
I love chocolate.
Oh, good enough answer. And who's your favorite local talk show host?
I think I'm looking at him right now, Chris.
Oh, good job, good job. Well, thank you so much, Marie.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Please share our love with everyone else over at the Art Guild.
We will do that. Thank you.
You bet.
Bye.